Hi, it's Leslie, Married at First Sight, and it's their wedding night. They get to go back to the room and spend their first night together in their own bed. And in Married at First Sight tradition, I believe that these wives are told you have to ask your husband for help getting off your dress. Even if you don't need help, you need to ask him for help because that will help ignite a little flame of passion if there's anything brewing there. And as Pastor Cal says, you're a married couple now. So if you want to get to it, you're married, you can do that. And you know, no one would be happier than Pastor Cal and Dr. Pepper. They would be high-fiving in the background saying, woohoo, score, we got this one right. Everyone is getting along really well. It's the calm before the inevitable shitstorm, which will be coming in the following few weeks. So the wives had to take off their makeup and their dress and try to put on something where they still looked cute for their new husband and crawl into bed with their basic stranger. They're not flying off to their honeymoon tomorrow. They're going to spend one more day getting grilled by their new family. I'm going to start right off with Kirsten and Shaquille, a perplexing couple with some issues already. But before we get into that, please consider subscribing and helping out my channel. But let's just jump right into it. So Shaquille did the right thing. He hoisted her up and carried her across the little threshold of the room and plopped her onto that bed, and all the flowers and the petals in the bathtub, all the romantic setting. But you know what? All the work they did couldn't help this couple get a little more romantic. Shaquille had to ask her for a kiss.
Can I have a kiss? I gotta wait.
You have to wait.
Huh?
Yes, you have to wait.
I respect.
Okay, thank you. That's good.
It was quite awkward. Kirsten said, you have to wait. We got to get to know each other better. But it was very strange, you know, because she's like, oh, a kiss could lead to something else, possibly sex. Oh, God forbid. But it's crazy. She can climb into bed and cuddle in bed with the guy, yet that won't lead to sex. I don't think she's attracted to him, and she just does not feel like putting her lips on his. But very bizarre to me because she's comfortable to cozy up to him in bed, which is so much more personal to me, but who am I to say? Shaquille's being patient. He's doing the right thing. Gonna wait it out. Unfortunately, they can't go right away on their honeymoon. Shaquille has to go give a presentation. So they will be a day late, and they will join the festivities with the others when they get there. Now on to Gina and Clint, the ooeyest couple. But they're really into each other. Clint is she's exceeded every expectation.
You have exceeded every expectation of the best case scenario that I could have thought.
And Gina is like, oh my God, you're a 10 out of 10. It's just, they are like perfection right now. And I noticed Gina's got same goofy kind of eyes as he has. You know, it just goes to show there really is a lid for every pot because here they found each other. But I guess Clint was up for the task if Gina gave him the slightest sign that she was interested. But as Clint says,
did not have sex last night. I definitely wanted to have sex last night. You know, I'm a guy. I'm definitely at sexual prime. So yeah, I wanted to have sex. She's beautiful. Why wouldn't I?
He's in his sexual prime. Ew. It's so funny. Clint's friends, I don't know if they don't have a lot of faith in him, but
now that you've, been in a room with Clint and probably seen him with certainly his jacket off, do you think he's hot?
I think he's hot, yeah.
Their friends almost seem just as surprised that she found him attractive. So there you go. I'm with the friends. This couple's got some challenges. Gina doesn't have a lot of free time, and I guess she travels, and he's very busy too, so they're going to have a hard time getting their schedules freed up enough so they can spend quality time together to get this marriage off the ground. Now on to Aries and Jasmine. Jasmine had the task of going into the bathroom and having to remove all her makeup and her dress and still look cute and crawl into bed with her new husband. But I did notice she might have taken all her makeup off, but she did manage to keep a little eyeliner and some beautiful lashes on because you know what? You don't want to go too bare. Aries says he's really tired. I guess even though Jasmine looked really cute, he wanted to go to sleep. But being a team player that he is,
I'm hopeful that she's tired as well, and she just really wants to lay down. But, if she has other plans, I guess I can muster up some energy.
Well, that's nice that he's ready to step up when he's called upon. One issue they might have is Jasmine has just broke up with her ex 7 months ago, and she tried to talk her way around that saying, oh, mentally we broke up months before. They weren't having it with the pageant girl. But I don't know. 7 months is fairly new. Yes, the family is still not feeling the pageant girl. And we find out, I think that Aries is a vegetarian. I wonder how that will go. A vegetarian and someone that eats meat and everything, will that cause an issue? I don't know. You had to know that might happen, but anyway. But Jasmine seems like she's really into Aries. She's mentioned already that she might be sleeping with him on the honeymoon, so we all have that to look forward to. Now we're going on to Nicole and Chris. And unfortunately, I have to just say this because I just have to say this, but every time I look at Chris, all I see is Chase from Big Fat Fabulous Life, Whitney Thor's ex-fiance. He just looks like Chase to me. But anyway, I digress. Chris's family says he'll be kind to a fault. It's just another way of saying that he's basically going to be a doormat. But these two are so perfectly matched. I mean, Chris has just got horrible stories of dating stories in his past. And Nicole also has had very abusive relationships. It's like they're two damaged souls and they threw them together. I'm like, they're a great match, I guess. We'll have to wait and see. But right away, they seem to have quite a lot of chemistry. Nicole seems super hot for him, wants to have sex immediately, it seems like. She's ready. Chris taking a little slower for a change. But they seem like they're doing okay, other than that big old load of emotional baggage that they're both carrying. But anyway, Chris's family gave the ultimate sign of support and confidence in him. They said, if it starts to go south, Nicole, can you please just not hurt him and don't drag it out? So there you go. On to McKinley and Dominique. I'm happy they call him Mac. So much cooler of a name. They, of course, were grilled by their respective families and basically said what you're doing is nuts. But you know what? It is nuts. This is nuts. To marry someone that you don't know, it's nuts. So give him that. They asked about the obvious question, the elephant in the room, the race thing. And he said he hasn't dated anyone from another race, but he's dated Latinos. Aren't they from another race? But I don't know. I guess they meant black. But he's fine. He's open to it. It shouldn't matter. But the bigger question the family asked Dominique is, what would you do if Mac wanted to move back to Michigan to be with his family? And she was like, that would be hard. And I'm like, you can't put that on her. And they found reason to be upset with her for that. That is not fair. Anyway, that's my recap. If you like my recap, please hit like or dislike if you didn't like it on this video. And please consider subscribing and helping my little channel. And I'll be here every week breaking it down. And I will see you next week. Bye.